Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6 with me, FalseSymmetry, and today we are being interrupted by a ghost. Where are you, dude? Hello? It's like I've got like a little ghost haunting me. Where are you? Are you in here? No. Are you in there? I see you. I see you hiding from me. You can't hide from me, dude. I've got glass. These areas, by the way, I haven't decided what I'm doing with them. I'm either going to remove them or build something with them. But I sort of am thinking that as we're building the tunnels, they're not looking as good. Although I do like seeing the ghosts. They are pretty cool. But of course, we'd have to do something with it. I mean, this one isn't too bad without the torches. Like, it's quite sort of nether-like. Gives you a window into what the nether looks like when you're used to seeing this all the time. But anyway, that's nothing to do with today. We're not even going to touch the glass. What we are going to be doing, though, however, is working on this green tunnel here. Now, this green tunnel is, of course, the most important tunnel. The reason being, because I have loads of things down here. So, so basically, what my plan is to work on the green tunnel all the way down to, I think, my furthest little thing, which I think, actually no, the furthest thing is the Wither Skeleton farm, but pretty close to that is my squid farm. So we're going to have to take this tunnel all the way down there. I think it's going to end at the Wither Skeleton farm, and we're going to sort of make an access to that. That's why it says soon. Basically, you're going to be able to come up here, fly down here, or run down here, go down some ladders, and then you're at the Wither Skeleton farm that Tango made. It's not Iskald's one. I know that Iskald has one somewhere though, but no idea what that is, so I don't even know what's happening with that. But yes, so today we have these things in this tunnel. I think Concord Country Club, there's going to be access down there as well to those portals. But the most important one today, for us at least, is the end portal. You guys know in a recent video I have been working on the end portal room, which if you haven't seen the episode yet, still love the episode. Really am happy with the Enderman and stuff, which, by the way, the Enderman has had a bit of plastic surgery. We have been indeed sort of working on the Enderman and making him look a little bit better. What I hadn't realised at the end of that episode is how thin his head was. We made his head 2 blocks thinner than it needed to be, and for some reason in that video I did not notice that. So basically I ended up going there on a live stream and looking at him going, how on earth did I even let that happen? But anyway, I'm also making this pathway here spawn proof, and I'm basing this sort of design a little bit off of sort of what Impulse has with his gold farm. We are continuing the floor there, and then I'm going to have to come up with a design for the walls, because I actually have no plan right now. But the reason I'm quickly placing this is just so that ghasts don't spawn, because they are going to ruin my day. So let me quickly finish this up right to the very end there. And once I do, we will head through the portal, and I'll show you how the Enderman looks now. Right, there we go. That's a bit more of a clean slate to work on. Of course, the rest of the tunnel is in progress, so we're going to leave that as it is. But yes, I'm also going to make sure this portal is lined up with this, but I don't have the stuff on me to relight it at the moment, so we're not going to move any of those obsidian blocks, but we are going to go and seek Mr. Enderman. So this is what the end portal looks like, and I'm sure it looks pretty much the same as you guys saw it, but there are a few additions. One, I've added some carpets to stop the area being so spawnable. 2, I've added 2 doors that actually go up to the surface there, and what we're going to do is going to go have a look at Mr. Enderman. Saying that, is it nighttime? I think it is. If it is, which I think it is, let's go have a little nap. Actually, that's probably the wrong way through that wall. Let's go through here instead. Have a nap, yes, and then we'll have a look at him. The reason being because at night time you cannot see him at all. Yeah, there we go. He's actually appeared again. Perfect. So yes, on my live stream, you guys helped me out a whole bunch with a design for this guy, and let's see if I can fly. If I spam space, there we go. I seem to be able to get in the air. And you guys said what you wanted to see him hold was an end portal frame, and that is what he's holding. So we've come up with a really abstract looking portal frame. It's really hard to make those in that particular scale. But yes, he's got new arms that don't look like zombies. He is in fact holding an end portal frame. I wanted something weird, something a little bit different for him to hold that does relate to the area. So it was either having to do with the ocean or having to do with the end portal below. And I thought, yeah, it makes a lot more sense that he holds an end related item, because 1, he's an Enderman, makes sense, and 2, just in case the Enderman doesn't make you think, oh, there's an end portal down there, the end portal frame will. So you can sort of see down there if you're up here where it is. But yes, so yeah, I'm really, really liking how that looks. I think it looks very, very cool. Apparently I cannot fly. No, I can just swim very fast. That's not very helpful. But yeah, that is what he looks like now. He looks a lot better. And there is also sort of ways down that I think are quite clear here. Back down again, which I think is super, super handy. So really happy with this project. Glad that I came back here to fix the Enderman and finish it up, because I think that ultimately it looks a lot better. But anyway, enough about the overworld. Let's get back into the Nether. And the portal came out here. That's not good. That's the spawn portal again. Did someone build this new one? Oh no, it's ruined again. I thought I'd fixed it. I got permission from Tango to get rid of the spawn portal that was just up in there, that had the snowballs coming through to load the area, the iron farm and stuff. He was like, yeah, it's totally cool, False. Feel free to remove the portal. It's not needed. Either someone's made one there recently, or that one's there and it's now taken over the other. Oh, it's so sad. Why? Why'd you come back out down here? You're not meant to. You're meant to go up top. Okay, right, I'm leaving that task to someone else to fix. Right, anyway, let's get some more fireworks and then let's get to work on this design. Well, I have done a little bit of work in a creative world and I've gathered up blocks that I think are going to work with this. Now, usually, as you guys may know, I like to sort of, if like, say this is the room that is in the overworld, I like to do the Nether Tunnel sort of similar, right? So I'd probably use the same similar block types and things like that. The only problem with this sort of design and the end portal design is that it includes water. So we're actually not going to use that. Or I might try and use a little bit of water using cauldrons. I don't know if that's going to work. I've only bought a few and some spare iron, but that is the only way we can bring water into the Nether. So it would be cool if I could use that, but I've got a feeling it's going to be harder than it looks, and yeah, we don't really want things to be spawnable, so I think that might be an issue. But I do also think that if I want to use coral like this, I am going to need some spawnable spaces for pigmen anyway, but we'll go with that. And if pigmen become an issue over time and people don't want them there, or they're just a pain in the butt, then I'll remove the coral and place carpets. But I think for this design, we need to try and make it look as much like the overworld end portal room as possible. So I've got the stone brick, of course, that's going to be the main. It's mostly going to be grey, but we're going to bring different textures in, bricks and stuff. I'm thinking black stained glass and black concrete to sort of replicate the void in the end, which is something we didn't replicate in the end portal room, but instead of water with blue glass, I thought black glass can be sort of the alternative block type. Yeah, so that's hopefully a good explanation of the reason I've chosen those blocks. But anyway, let's head into the Nether and get building. So I'm going to hope that this isn't spawnable anyway. Yeah, we shouldn't get any ghasts. If they do spawn all the way down there, they shouldn't be able to see us. Or even that should be actually out of our render distance, so we should be okay. But anyway, this is the project we have here. So what I've done is I've replicated the similar size that Impulse has for his pool room, so that we're not going too big or too small. And it looks a little bit similar. And we've also sort of borrowed the idea of using panels of 5, which is something I do with Nether tunnels anyway. I've always like made long panels where I've designed something in this space here, and then what you do is you replicate it. It makes it easier to do tunnels because obviously an organic tunnel where you change the design all the way is a lot more work than creating, you know, a design and then replicating that over and over and over. So that's why I usually do that. And I think a lot of people probably always do that as well. It is just the way tunnels are easily made, where you're not going to just spend a million years. I mean, I could have done maybe something like the end portal room. That was a long, thin room where it had the enderman at the end and sort of had some differences and stuff going on. But yeah, I don't know. I want to keep this a little bit more simple so that we can sort of, you know, keep it nice and easy. And easily like, you know, we can easily replicate it all the way along. So bit of a idea here. So Impulse, again, I'm gonna keep referencing his design, but basically he had a block all the way along here. Now he used glowstone, but I'm thinking instead of using lighting along these bits, which was my idea, and I thought that could have been cool to use in all tunnels, along with the sort of using the 5 block wide walls, is instead of using that, I was going to do something with water, which I could have done with cauldrons, but man, that's going to be 1, expensive, and 2, a pain in the butt. So I scrapped that idea. But what we can do is use the end stone to sort of mix up a little bit. So let's do something like this. And this is, of course, a little bit of the design in the overworld. So we've sort of used stone bricks, or end stone bricks and end stone in that world, or in that design. And I think if we do something similar here, either side, that's going to look quite nice. And that's going to just instantly, you don't even need a sign saying this goes to the end, right? That's the plan. Going to make it look very end-like. So that's that. And then I think what we're going to do is I want these tall pillars here and here. So let's add those in. So those will obviously go all the way down. And I am going to be mixing in sort of mossy stone brick and cracked stone brick in this. So no one panic. It's going to look a little bit more exciting when I add the various details. But yeah, that's the idea there. And then I think behind those, I think I'm going to fill these in with stone. So let me really quickly do that. In fact, let me do the whole tunnel because it's going to be a lot easier if we can do the whole thing. Yeah, let me do the whole tunnel. So let me finish up all the bits that I've done here, which is pretty simple. And I'll bring you guys back in when we start work on the walls and various structures that we are going to be making. Okay, we have some structure. Nice. We've just replicated that all the way down to the end. The end's going to have to be something different. Something's going to happen there, but we'll do that at the very, very end once we've got everything else working. So as you can see, this is looking pretty cool. Then we're going to do the slabs. Did I bring a crafting way? No, I've got a chest, but no crafting table. Okay, yeah, so that's a problem, because I want to put slabs in here, I think. But actually, while we've got stone, we want to, yeah, we want to, actually, you know what? I don't need any crafting bench. I can just borrow those and put those there instead. There you go. And now I think, what block have I not used? I know we've got andesite. Yeah, okay, so I've got an idea for the wall, so I think this will work here. We'll have andesite there and maybe andesite here as well, next to the stairs, isn't it? Is that going to be too low though? Yeah, I think we want that to be higher because the roofs are going to be quite high. So let's move that up to like the top one perhaps. Up right at the top. Oh no, that's not what I want. That. So yeah, let's do like a row here as well. We'll fiddle around with that later. And yes, so we just want this to be stone. So I was going to put it on this block, but I think if the walls are not 3D enough, it's going to look really odd. Sometimes when you make really, really flat walls, like if that's an issue, just like bring out the pillars or push back the walls in between. It's something that like, just, it makes so much difference to build. Like the same with the build that I was doing in the last episode, the medieval house, which by the way, if you've not seen that yet, definitely go check that out. I'm really, really happy with the house, and if you've got any suggestions for medieval builds, that is the place to put them, because I'm going to start working on the medieval district a little bit more in the coming few weeks, which I'm super excited about. Even though I am also panicking about the fact that I really want to build a cathedral abbey type thing. Some people have told me about certain abbeys and certain cathedrals that I should base it on. Someone also gave me the idea of building some sort of, I think it's a stave church or something like that. Some similar word to that. I might have pronounced it wrong, but basically, yeah, some really cool, it's got like really cool roofs and stuff, and it's a type of church that I think might work a bit better within Minecraft, because there are like, it's the sort of the correct angles. Anyway, let me do a bit of texture in this wall, as you guys probably know that I like to do now and again. Yeah, that looks really cool. Yeah, like that. And I quite like how high these walls are. You know, like, they're not just, yeah, they're like, you almost walk up them like stairs. I quite like that. It gives the room more of an oval shape. Oh, that's not even something like I planned, but I really do like that. So I think that is going to be our wall design. It's very, very similar to basically what we have in the overworld. Again, we have normal stone brick or stone walls with little bits of andesite and polished andesite. So I think, again, that's sort of another way on how we can sort of bring the overworld into the nether. So yeah, let me do that all the way along. And then we get to the fun part of trying to figure out what decorations to add to here. This is a place that I think lanterns would look really cool. But again, I don't think they're going to work if we're going to go with sea lanterns. But I think I've brought some trapdoors with me. I think they might look quite cool in this design somewhere. Maybe either along here in a line perhaps, or along here, or along here, or even like straight down the middle of the area. Could be kind of cool, but again, I will figure that out in just a second. So yeah, let me get my crafting table that I need, get all these things built up, and yeah, this portal's gonna look a lot less red in just a second. So as I was finishing that off, I came up with an idea of where to put the void. I was thinking originally, while I was doing it, to possibly get rid of this, put the void down there, and make it look a little bit like this is floating, but I think that's going to be too much work, and also a little bit of a faff. It's just not necessary. But then I was like, you know what? If we just put like a layer of glass on the ceiling, right, in between these, sort of again gives it a little bit more sort of 3D sort of effect, and also these things seem to line up well. On either side, and then if we just chuck like some black concrete, we could even mix in some concrete powder if we wanted to, if we don't like it plain, but I think we've got enough detail in the walls to warrant it just being plain. But I think if we just chuck concrete in there, we're not going to have to see sort of really how it looks. You know, I think that works. We're going to have to like do a couple more layers real quick, but I think that is going to look good. Yeah, let me just do one more layer or two and see if we like how it's looking or not. Okay, pretty much all of those 2 layers are done. Let's get rid of this actually temporarily, just so we can get a better view of it. We'll fix up the hole in the ceiling in just a second. Yeah, I like that, but yeah, we're definitely going to need way more detail. So let's do the iron trapdoors like I previously said. I think top and bottom are going to work really well, just so we can keep the... It's nice to keep a little bit of something plain and then have a little bit of detail around that. I don't think it's going to work going down the middle anymore. Yeah, I like how that looks, especially at the top. The bottom, not so much. You can't really see it that much. So it doesn't really make much difference. Although I guess you can sort of see the side of it. Adds a bit more white, brings that out of the, makes the sea lanterns less shocking, because they're quite bright white. And then I've completely forgotten about the coral, haven't I? So let's sort of add some coral here and there. Yeah, I think the coral will work. Sort of similar to what we have. Yeah, there is one thing I've just noticed as well, though, that's not looking good, is this bit. Because it's all behind the glass, you don't get that, grey. Yeah, okay, let's make this feel like a bit more connected. That's a bit better. It makes that angle there a little less sharp. I mean, you can only see it for a couple of things, but yeah. Or maybe I'll make those stairs as well. Maybe we'll make it more round. But I do really like how the end looks like oval, and I'm worried that if I make that bit stone at the back there... Actually, you know what? I've just thought. At the back, you know what? Let's make that just a giant purple. All you can see is purple. Because then that's going to just make that pop, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's a brilliant idea. Okay, cool. Right, let me do this, and... Oh, I've not thought about anywhere to put the cauldrons. I could have put the cauldrons here, but then you're not going to be tall enough to see the water. I don't know. Let's finish up this and see if there's anything we want to change afterwards. Because I think there might be, but I really need to like finish it all up and make it look spectacular. Well, and make it look a bit more ready to roll before I can tell. Is that better? A little bit. Right, guys, moment of truth. Here it is. I feel like I'm missing something, though, and I don't know what it is. Like, it looks cool and all. I've literally just finished adding the mossy and stuff, which I think is really nice because it actually goes really well with the green tunnel. And that was something I hadn't even planned. Let's light that up as well. Yeah, I do like how it looks. Let's remove these, actually. Let's get these out of the way so we can get, like, a nice little stand back view. I've got so many things in my inventory, it's ridiculous. I mean, not sure if I should change these. Impulse, of course, use gold for the gold farm. I don't know what else I could use. I could use, you know, I could use endstone. Might look a bit better. I don't know if that's going to look a bit bad next to the green though. But it would stand out more, wouldn't it, if it was endstone brick? Let's quickly do half of it endstone brick and have a little look. What do we think? Yeah, endstone brick for sure. Yeah. Otherwise, the like front sort of merges in with the rest, which I don't know if I like that too much. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right. Anything else you want to add though? I don't know. I feel like you need like hanging things and stuff, like cobblestone walls or something. I feel like there's something missing. I don't even have any cobblestone, do I? No. I mean, it is cool and it's okay. It just feels like it needs something, and I can't work out what that thing is. Usually I'm able to think about what it is, but yeah, hopefully it looks sort of similar to how the overworld looks. In fact, let's go through into the overworld. Okay, this is the end tunnel. Okay, you sort of get where I'm going with this. You know, it's very sort of end stronghold themed, I guess. And then you go through, and I mean, the room's similar. But it's not awfully similar, is it, really, thinking about it? No, of course not. Okay, well, I mean, not bad. Not bad. I just feel like there's something missing, but you guys maybe will know what that is, and you can leave that down in the comments below. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to pop out back in the main hub. Again, yeah, I am. It's not necessarily a bad thing that we pop out there, but it's not quite good. Actually, saying that, you're not really... Actually, if you're going into the end portal room, you're not going to want to necessarily come back out of it, are you? You're going to go back in the end portal. And then back into wherever you slept. So actually, you know what, it's not even that big of a deal. Okay, cool. Well, we've worked that one out, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know your ideas and suggestions down below. And that is it, guys. I will catch you guys next time. See ya!
When Stanley approached the end of the video, he clicked the subscribe button.